Game time, MP.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, you remember Lake George? I mean, you were pretty small, probably about like 4 at the time.
Uh-huh. Maybe a little. Did we go camping there with the dog?
Yes.
Oh, right. Was the dog Uncle Rick's?
Yes, Credence, and she stole the hot dog right out of your butt.
And you went up to Credence and yanked it right out of her mouth.
Wait. Okay, I got a serious question. Did you let me eat that hot dog?
You survived.
Come on, no!
Hey, no, but we hear that you are in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, I am catching a little buzz.
It's funny how some people change over time.
Okay, Ma's being cryptic again. What you talking about, Ma?
Well, when you were younger, all you wanted to do was shoot.
That's not true.
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay, my defense, all kids like to shoot.
No, your coach had defense you because you refused to do defensive drill. You said defense was for nerds.
Okay, never said those words, and I was in like the 3rd grade.
So it happened, didn't it? And now you're here.
It's a real proud. Whether you win that award or not.
Well, I appreciate both of you guys and your support.
Oh, and if you get beat on a single backdoor cut, you're overplaying the passing lane trying to get a breakaway dunk, I'm going to tell the whole world that story that you don't know anyone. Oh, you didn't.
With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
Well, we've been tracking MP and the stories surrounding his NBA career. One of his recent pursuits is his quest to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, you give MP credit for setting the sights on the stars, but he's not the favorite right now, so he has to perform really well tonight to move up the ladder.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Shaedon Sharpe is out there with Holiday. Then it's Deni Avdija. Then there's Toumani Camara. And it's Robinson in at the 5. Step back on that one and let it fly.
Jokic has every shot.
And so it's Avdija with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season, now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times have passed, their seats have grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here. Sharpe, the pass to MP. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's hauled in by Gordon.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Jokic kicks to Watson. Back to Jokic. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Holiday with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Well, Holiday finds ways to score inside and from beyond the arc.
Hardaway sets a screen for Gordon. From outside the arc, the putback, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. It's great to see MP's parents in the crowd tonight. I love them both, pulling for their son. What a great picture.
It's a little added pressure on MP. Now, I don't care if you're a rookie or Hall of Famer. You'll always want to have a big game when your folks are in the building.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
Now we'll hear from Allie Laporte, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Minnesota was a man on a mission. He dropped 24 points, and he was in the zone offensively. There was nothing the D could do to stop him. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Gordon. He had 15 points last outing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bounce pass, Kamara. Here's MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Drew Holiday. Pass to Avdia. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Avdia.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Valanciunas with a screen on Lillard. Here's Strother. Valanciunas with a screen on Grant. Strother, no good. And so MP will bring it up for Portland. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Here's Pickett. No scoring in this one. The screen from Brown. For the three. That shot, no good. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. New group here for Portland. Robinson's checked in for Klingon. Avdia comes in for Williams. Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Grant. And it's Drew Holiday in for Scoot Henderson. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got MP. Damian Lillard out there with Holiday. Then it's Avdia. And it's Camara in at the small forward. Down low, Jokic. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for Denver.
Number 32.
On defense, Portland. They trail by 3. 6 to shoot. Here's Murray. Connects in the foul line jumper. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's tough to stop. Murray loves showing off that handle whenever he can.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Camara. Portland moving the ball. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Aiden Watson comes in for Johnson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Bruce Brown. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Sharp's checked in. And for a report on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
Thanks so much. Well, with his name in consideration for Defensive Player of the Year, you might think that MP has always had that mindset. But if you ask his parents, they'll give you a different story, saying growing up, MP only wanted to shoot. He didn't worry about defense at all. I don't know what changed, but I'm glad it did change. Guy's not sure if the rest of the league has the same feelings.
I'm not sure, but it's a good point. He's got a gift for it, that's for sure. Might as well take advantage. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Trailblazers trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Watson dishes to Murray. That's Hardaway. And stolen by MP. Lets a floater go. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 13-4 run. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Raptors.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots in the game right here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for the Nuggets. .30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Denver leading by 7. Watson, the pass to Jokic. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Watson's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Robinson. Whoa, MP throws down the sledgehammer.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Hardaway passes to Jokic. Out to Hardaway. Takes the 3. Watson for 3. And it is good! The buzzer! Wow!
Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralizing.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
You know, right now for Denver, they've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry just hasn't been there from the beginning.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Trailblazers.
Well,
and that'll do it for half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And here are the teams that have been on fire from the three-point line ever since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
I mean, they've gotten better at shooting the ball as the season has gone on, and you like their trajectory. I mean, they're in a great offensive groove right now.
MP with it, guarded by Hardaway. MP kicks to Holiday. In the corner, Kamara with it. No good with the triple. And So it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
Well, when Gordon's team makes it this easy for him, of course he's going to throw it down hard.
And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
Here's Gordon. Portland making their last shot. Bangs home the trifecta. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Holiday. Here's Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Jokic with the steal. Hardaway dishes to Gordon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Denny Avdia picks one up.
Well, Gordon's showing him the ball and gets the defense to overcommit.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Trailblazers trail by 19. Inside, here's Robinson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 17.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Watson, fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Gordon's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nuggets. Sharp, the pass to MP. Over Hardaway. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Well, you have to be excited about Sharp's future. He's just a fearless shooter.
Murray against Holiday. Jokic with the screen on Holiday. For three, Murray. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 31.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Johnson comes in for Peyton Watson. And it's Bruce Brown in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Lillard's checked in for Portland. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back over to you.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Yeah, foul line down is where Holiday does a lot of his best work.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Now a look at the stats for Jokic. Making a change here. Murray's checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. MP's checked in for Robert Williams. Avdia comes in for Toumani Camara. Grant is checked in for Shaedon Sharpe. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Drew Holiday. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Avdia out there with MP. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Henderson in at the 2. Now, here's Jokic. Brown, no good.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Here's Murray. To the paint. Here's Jokic. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Denver. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Brown. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Grant. Shaedon Sharpe comes in for Scoot Henderson. And it's Drew Holiday in for Lillard. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And let's go to the sideline for a report on Aaron Gordon. What are they telling you, Allie?
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Nuggets about his status. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle, and they're hoping that the swelling will go down. It's not enough to keep this game out of action, though. He's making a go of it. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Yeah, that's great to hear. You just never know how long someone might be out, but that report sounds encouraging.
And it's Watson with the ball for the Nuggets. Here's Murray. Jokic. It's Jokic inside.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Trailblazers.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Gordon's checked in for Cameron Johnson. Jokic with the steal. Now Gordon. And there's the dunk.
Well, Gordon is known for his athleticism, and he loves rising up to throw it down.
Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Oh, one dunk after another. Woo!
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here is Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Murray. Trying again. And he lays that one in.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Denver.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
And what stood out to me was his effort level defensively. Very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
Here's Jokic. The Blazers getting the bucket. No good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Shooting sharp, and down goes the three.
The youngster, MP, keeping that head on a swivel.
The Nuggets now on offense. 8-point game. Al Gordon. So the Nuggets win it. Some good competition, but the hometown had been...
Not the outcome you had in mind tonight, MP, I'm sure.
I did, actually, Dom. I saw guys calling out switches and...
Kevin, over to you.
All right, Dom, thanks.
We're about ready to start.
MP, right here. Right here.
I got a lot.
Miss Conway.
You're always talking about the team. Everything being team, team, team. If you don't win Defensive Player of the Year, despite all of your efforts and all the public campaigning, doesn't that reflect in some way on your teammates not doing more to cement your case?
No matter what happens with us, you try to create drama. Anything to avoid writing about hoops.
I'm just asking questions, MP.
Get better questions.
It's not personal. MP.
MP, I have
a better
question.
Good game, MP.